John Deere was born in Vermont in 1804, a time of change and promise in America. After his father was lost at sea, John learned self-reliance from his mother and the world around him. He found his true education in the blacksmith's workshop, mastering fire and iron. At 17 he began his apprenticeship, learning to forge tools essential to daily life. By his early 30s, economic hardship pushed him west to Grand Detour, Illinois. He arrived with little but his skills and determination, quickly setting up a forge to serve local farmers. The American West was full of opportunity and challenge. Farmers struggled with the tough prairie soil, their tools breaking and their spirits wearing thin. John listened to their frustrations and saw their broken plows. He realized the land's promise was locked beneath stubborn earth. The community needed more than hard work, they needed a new kind of tool. John Deere, the Vermont blacksmith, was about to change farming forever. He stood on the edge of a discovery that would unlock the Midwest's potential. His journey from small-town apprentice to frontier innovator was just beginning. The seeds of revolution were about to be sown in the heartland. Life on the prairie was a daily struggle for farmers. The rich, dark soil promised abundance, but it was thick, heavy, and sticky, unlike anything in the East. Cast iron plows from New England failed miserably, clogging with mud after just a few feet. Farmers spent hours scraping their plows clean, turning each acre into a day's exhausting labor. Many grew discouraged, some gave up and returned east. The dream of westward expansion was threatened by the very land meant to sustain it. The nation's future depended on conquering this stubborn soil. Farmers needed a plow that could cut through and clean itself as it worked. Without innovation, the promise of the prairie would remain out of reach. The challenge was clear: tame the land, or let the dream of the Midwest fade. The answer would require more than tradition. It would demand invention. The fate of countless families and the nation's growth hung in the balance. The time for a breakthrough had come. John Deere listened to the farmers' woes and saw the flaw in their tools. He realized the rough cast iron was the problem. Sticky soil clung to it. Deere needed a smoother, stronger metal. In 1837, inspiration struck: a discarded steel saw blade. Steel was rare and costly, but its polished surface could shed the prairie mud. Deere shaped the steel into a curved mold board and attached it to a new plow frame. The test was simple but dramatic. The plow sliced through the earth, the soil sliding cleanly off. No more stopping to scrape, just smooth, continuous motion. Farmers marveled at the singing plow, named for the sound of soil gliding over steel. Deere's invention was more than a tool, it was a revolution. The secret was the polished steel and the precise curve, which kept the plow clean as it worked. Demand soared, and Deere began making more plows, sourcing steel from afar. He was no longer just a blacksmith. He was an inventor and entrepreneur. The prairie's greatest obstacle had met its match. The agricultural revolution had begun. The steel plow changed everything for prairie farmers. What once took a day now took hours. Fields grew, and families prospered. The Midwest's vast potential was finally unlocked. Waves of settlers poured west, confident they could tame the land. Towns and cities sprang up, fueled by the bounty of the soil. The steel plow connected farmers to national and global markets. John Deere's company grew, moving to Moline, Illinois, and setting new standards for quality. The plow didn't end hard work, but it made it far more productive. It gave farmers mastery over their environment and shaped the American identity. The image of the self-reliant farmer became a national symbol. The steel plow was the key to America's agricultural heartland. It transformed not just the land, but the lives of those who worked it. The nation's future was now rooted in the rich soil of the Midwest. John Deere died in 1886, but his legacy endures. His steel plow sparked a wave of innovation. Cultivators, seed drills, reapers, and eventually, tractors. The company he founded remains a leader in agricultural technology. Today's farmers use GPS-guided machines and data-driven tools, all descendants of Deere's original plow. The spirit of practical problem-solving lives on. John Deere's story is one of perseverance, ingenuity, and transformation. He was a craftsman who changed the world with a simple idea. His journey from Vermont to Illinois embodies the pioneer spirit. His legacy is written across America's fields and the global food system. Every meal connects us to the revolution he began. John Deere's vision unlocked the Earth's bounty for generations. The singing plow still echoes in the heart of modern life.